Good morning. Today is Monday, June 17th, 2024. Stocks notched a solid gain last week, driven by the Fed's decision, May's inflation report, and Apple's AI-related news. Life is too short to worry about what the next headline could do to your life savings. Hi, my name is Eric Hagan, and I keep my thumb on the pulse of the economy and the markets so my clients can focus on the things that are actually important to them. Thank you for joining me the next few minutes on today's weekly economic video update. The Standard & Poor's 500 index rose 1.58%, while the NASDAQ Composite picked up 3.24%. The Dow Jones Industrials Average, which has lagged most of the year, slid 0.54%, and the MSCI EAFE Index, which tracks developed overseas stock markets, fell 1.44% for the week through Thursday's close. Market leadership took a familiar form. The tech-heavy NASDAQ led while the Dow trailed for the second week and 4 out of the past 6 weeks. Stocks trended higher at the start of the week as investors cheered an artificial intelligence update from Apple. By midweek, the market had split, with the NASDAQ and S&P 500 moving higher while the Dow lagged. Investors were upbeat after learning that consumer prices rose less than expected in May, and that the Fed decided to keep rates steady. However, some investors were unsettled after learning Fed officials had shifted their outlook and now only penciled in a single rate cut between now and the end of the year. A few months ago, the Fed had indicated as many as 3 cuts were possible. Last week was chock full of market-moving events between Apple's AI update, inflation, and the Fed. It was a toss-up which one influenced sentiment the most. AI's outsized role in driving market momentum continued last week. OpenAI's deal with Apple arrived at the start of the week, and the news followed OpenAI's deal earlier this year with Microsoft. Again, these companies are mentioned for illustrative purposes only. It is not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold this or any stock or security. On Wednesday morning, the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, was announced. A few hours later, the Federal Open Market Committee updated its monetary policy. Those pieces of news have only arrived together 13 times since 2008. The FOMC kept rates steady at the current 5.25% to 5.5% target range, a widely expected decision. However, the tame CPI report caused some volatility as investors grappled with how the report may influence Fed policy. Looking forward, this week's key economic data that we are keeping our eyes on includes today we get a look at the Empire State Manufacturing Index, as well as a talk from Fed official Patrick Harker. He's going to be speaking. On Tuesday, we get a look at retail sales, industrial production, and then Fed officials Thomas Barkin, Lori Logan, Alberto Mussolem, and Austin Goolsbee are going to be speaking. Markets are closed on Wednesday for Juneteenth, so markets are closed. Our office will be closed as well. And then on Thursday, we get a look at housing starts and permits, jobless claims, and then Fed official Thomas Barkin is going to speak. We also get that EIA petroleum status report. And then Friday, wrapping up the week, we get a look at the existing home sales. Of course, with SmartMix, we primarily invest in individual stocks, cutting out the many hidden costs that can be found in today's investment products. Some of those companies that we're watching this week include Lennar, La-Z-Boy, Accenture, Kroger Company, FactSet, and CarMax, to name just a few. You can learn about our low-cost, fully transparent, and personalized approach at smartmixportfolios.com. Lastly, at 2 p.m. Central today, I will be sending out our full economic update for the week. This update includes more than what I talk about here on Monday mornings, including our very popular weekly tax tip. This week's tax tip, we take a look at potential deductions that you could have for your plans this summer. So if you have would like to take any deductions for your plans this summer, you're going to want to pay attention to this week's weekly tax tip in our full economic written update that I send out via email at 2 p.m. So if you're not getting this email and you would like it, again, you can subscribe at our website, www.investwithccg.com. Hey, this is Eric again. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Here at Capital Consulting Group, we provide personal wealth planning and fiduciary investment management solutions for individuals, couples, and families. To learn how to see your entire financial situation, both today as well as every year into the future, go to clearfinancialfuture.com and watch the short 2-minute video. To learn how we give our clients' life savings the attention it deserves and to see how we're doing, visit smartmixportfolios.com. And lastly, if you'd like help investing your 401k at work, visit me over at 401kinvestmentpros.com. Thank you again for your time today. I'll look for you next week.